As you can see, this morning we are here to file the civil suit for defamation atas pihak Ketua Pembangkang Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim. Kita masih dalam proses pemfailan, memakan masa sedikit, jadi kita akan membuat sidang akhbar dulu while the process is still going on to save your time. Now this claim is being filed against the first defendant, Utusan Malaysia Berhad, who are the owners or the proprietors of the newspaper called Utusan Malaysia. Now the second defendant is the editor-in-chief of Utusan Malaysia. The reason that we are suing is because of the false statement, kenyataan fitnah dan palsu yang dikeluarkan dan diterbitkan oleh Utusan Malaysia di dalam akhbar mereka pada 17 hari bulan Januari dan juga dalam seluruh minggu yang telah lalu. Now, kenyataan yang dikeluarkan, kenyataan fitnah dan palsu yang dikeluarkannya adalah bahawa Ketua Pembangkang cuba untuk antara lainnya menghalalkan homosexuality di negara kita. Ini adalah satu penipuan belaka, an absolute and utter lie published by Utusan Malaysia. Okay? They say, mereka menyatakan kenyataan ini dikeluarkan dalam interview yang Ketua Pembangkang memberi kepada BBC. Okay? Now, petikan daripada BBC juga kita telah menyatakan di dalam statement of claim ini pada perenggan 8. Apa yang beliau sebenarnya menyatakan adalah, and I'll read this to you, we will have to review archaic laws, and we Muslims and non-Muslims generally believe and are committed to support the sanctity of marriage between man and woman in Malaysia. Now, we do not promote homosexuality in the public sphere and domain. We will make no apologies towards that. But I think this sort of legislation should not be should not be punitive, and innocent people cannot be published. That is what he said. Now, Utusan Malaysia claims that he tried to legalize homosexuality, which is completely different from what the BBC interview said. Now, a few things here. On January 17, we issued a letter of demand to Utusan Malaysia, among other things asking them to apologize, retract, and pay damages up to RM150 million. Okay? They have, and we gave them 48 hours. Why did we give them 48 hours? Because it's a very serious allegation which will mislead the public. There has been no compliance. They have not complied with our demands. Therefore, we have moved quickly to file the civil suit in order to stop Utusan from continuing to spread these lies about the opposition leader. Now, the reason, one of the main reason, sebab utama mengapa kita memfilekan suit ini, the main reason is this. We want, the opposition leader wants mainstream media, certain UMNO-linked mainstream media, to stop dishonest and false media reporting. He wants this to be stopped because it misleads the public, especially on important issues that involve the interests of everyone. So this is one of the main reasons why we are filing this suit. Stop the dishonest media reporting and lies. Now, one more thing I want to say. The Prime Minister is launching the global movement for moderates. Okay? Utusan Malaysia is a mouthpiece of UMNO. Therefore, it is a mouthpiece of Najib Tun Razak. He is not a moderate. If you look at Utusan Malaysia, every other week there are lies. Now, 2 weeks ago, they claimed that those who tried to bomb the court were keadilan supporters. The police themselves came out and said there's no such thing. And yet, Utusan Malaysia shamelessly continues these types of lies. And we really want this to stop. UMNO is in control of Utusan Malaysia. And if we want to see the true face, apakah muka sebenar Najib Tun Razak Perdana Menteri, tengok akhbar Utusan Malaysia. This is the true face of the Prime Minister and UMNO. So we want this to stop. Now, I want to go further and say one more thing. Utusan Malaysia, the way they have been going on publishing lies, defamatory remarks, and complete character assassination is like some of those Nazi papers. Utusan Malaysia is now like one of those Nazi papers that were publishing lies in the 1930s in Germany. They're like the Wolkischer Beobachter and the Das Schwarzkopf. Okay, these were the prime Nazi papers, and the Nazi papers used to function in the same way. Utusan Malaysia adalah sama sekarang, cara mereka adalah seperti akhbar-akhbar di Nazi Germany, akhbar-akhbar Adolf Hitler, iaitu mengeluarkan fitnah, penipuan, penyerangan karakter, isu perkauman yang tak habis-habis. Dan ini adalah satu perkara yang amat serius sekarang kita lihat. So, we will fight them in a court of law. We will use the law to try and stop this. Now, the main thing is this. This is not just about Anwar Ibrahim suing Utusan. Issues that are being raised, the attacks that they are making, affects the whole country. With the general election coming, the attacks on the character of the opposition leader has impact for the country as a whole. Because it is not just an attack on Anwar Ibrahim. It is an attack on Pakatan Rakyat. It is an attempt to stop Pakatan Rakyat from taking Putrajaya. Instead of debating us on issues, they are using lies and character assassination. It is inspired and encouraged by UMNO. I make no apologies for saying that. UMNO is behind this. And UMNO has to stop this, fight the elections on policies and issues. We are ready to debate. In fact, the opposition leader said he wants to debate Najib many times already. It's not happened. Now, finally, let me talk about the damages we have demanded. We have asked for damages in the sum of RM50 million. Okay? But we have also, on top of that, asked for aggravated damages and exemplary damages, which we have not quantified. We will leave it to the judge. But we expect to get about 50 million in aggravated damages, 50 million in exemplary damages. So our total damages should be up to 150 million ringgit. 150 million.
So we can say that it's 150
yes,
million.
150 million. We expect to get RM150 million. Why such a high figure? Because the allegations made against Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim went international. He is a statesman of international reputation. It was repeated all over the world. Okay? So that is why we say the damages are of a very high nature. Now, the other reason why we are asking for high damages up to 150 million ringgit is this. Utusan Malaysia has the full backing of the government. It is supported, backed by UMNO and the government. So, small sums are not going to have effect on Utusan. If we want to stop lies and unfair media reporting, then the figure has to be high enough to send a clear message to Utusan Malaysia. Stop lies and unfair media reporting and dishonest media reporting. Okay, this is in effect, the people of the country are entitled to fair media reporting. That's basic. Otherwise, information cannot go through to the people. Fair journalism is very critical. Okay, so that is why we are saying big damages. Small damages, no effect on Utusan because they got full backing from the federal government.